Alright, so last week I took a look at the King Kong vs. Godzilla by Super7 from the Godzilla Monster Island blind box. And yeah, this week we're gonna be taking a look at the Super7 Godzilla Monster Island MechaGodzilla from the Monster Island blind box. I have a lot to say about this thing, actually. Out of all of them, this one might be my favorite, so buckle in. I'm actually quite happy to be talking about this one. Let's go ahead and start with the obvious. This guy is the same size as the other one. They're all roughly the same size, or a close approximation thereof. The biggest thing I like about this one is the fact that he's actually shiny, which, you know, the biggest comparison to the Godzilla Monster series. Yeah, this one's amazing as far as paint goes, and there are differences between these two that, you know, I can draw, but what I need to say about this one is it just looks amazing. It does things that the other one didn't that I actually really enjoy, like some different articulation to having actual paint where it counts, which is what we're jumping into now. If you haven't seen the box, go back and watch the other video, or better yet, here's a quick rundown. Here's the front, Godzilla Monster Island. It shows you what you got. Today we're looking at Godzilla, MechaGodzilla 74. There's the back, the top, the bottom, and the side's the exact same as this side. So, yay, now we can get into this guy. So, he is covered in this shiny metallic silver paint, and it looks damn good. And having that metallic silver paint actually helps to bring out like a glow in the eyes, actually. That looks pretty good. Like, it almost looks like the eyes might actually be glowing, which again, not something you could say about this guy, because that silver just doesn't bring out the glow in the eyes like this one does. There's also like, what do you call that? Segment? Like, the segments have paint, and the MG is painted, which is my biggest complaint about this guy. They just made it an imprint, which, you know, okay, limitations be limitations, but holy crap. The biggest thing about this one, though, is there is lack of detail on it. Like, there are rivets that are not present on this one that are on this one. For instance, around that chest piece, there's no rivets, also on the little arches there. So I do quite enjoy the details on this one a little more than I do this one, but the paint detail is just absolutely amazing. Paint gets a gold star because it's just absolutely beautiful. The pepperoni cheek there, it looks great. The eyes, they look great. The black on the inside of the mouth looks amazing. The teeth look, intimidating and sharp. I mean, this guy did too, but, you know, they kind of got a little muddy around the top. Yeah, but don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this guy's bad, not by any stretch. Let's talk about detail. He looks very good. He looks just like the movie version, if a little more narrow than I'd like, but I think that's just accurate. I don't know why it just looks like his head is compressed, but I think that is accurate. The dorsal fins are a little shorter than I'd like, just because I've gotten so accustomed to the dorsal fins on this one. I'm not sure which is more accurate. I haven't watched the movie in a very long time. This is from Godzilla vs. MechaGodzilla, by the way. And then again, there's the details missing, like the rivets and such. But that MG paint and the silver paint and the paint on these bits, it just looks so good that I kinda don't mind, really. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give detail a green star, because it's not bad. It's definitely not bad. It could be better. Like, the portion on his neck right here is a little muddy right here. So, I mean, there's that. There's also the lack of rivets everywhere, which was my favorite detail about this one, because it was like, man, it looks so good with all the rivets. So yeah, detail gets a green star. It looks amazing otherwise, though. And the only reason this one's getting a green star is just because of the lack of rivets. Otherwise, it'd be perfect. Now, let's move on to articulation. All right, much like this guy, you got the arms. They don't sound like they're about to just pop out of the sockets, though. They sound pretty good, man. Like, because there is no sound. And then the legs. Oh, those creak. But at least you get leg articulation for some reason. So, you know, I'm not gonna complain about it because it is there. Yeah, and you can do it all the way around. No tail articulation though. But the biggest thing I said I wanted off this guy is present on this guy. His head can turn. It can turn. Oh my lord. His head can turn. His head can rotate. That is amazing. I'm still gonna give articulation a green star because, yeah, it is just Playmates level, but I do really appreciate the head, the swivel. I really like that. And again, that's the thing I was most disappointed about in this guy, was because they could have totally engineered a head swivel there. They could have absolutely done that, and it wouldn't have compromised the look or anything. So I honestly don't understand why they didn't on this one, but I'm very happy that it's present on this one. So yeah, articulation is a green star. Let's move on to size comparisons. Alright, here he is next to the Godzilla Monster Series, MechaGodzilla 74. As you can see, this guy's already pretty short. Much like Godzilla 54 from the last video. So having this guy so much shorter is just kind of jarring because, again, $15. He feels less solid, less like a brick than the other one did, but I mean, that might just be mass, like body mass. Here he is next to the SH Monster Arts Godzilla pre-evolved. Yeah, he just towers over MechaGodzilla. This might be an accurate size representation, if I'm being honest. And then for shids and gigs, here he is next to the Haya, who again stands way off, out of frame. Oh yeah, man. Personal enjoyment with this one, easily a gold star. This paint job really tickles me, man. I really like this paint job. It's absolutely incredible, and I really wish this one sported the same paint job, but I don't know if it would have been possible on a vinyl figure versus a plastic figure. I assume it would be, but yeah, I think Bandai just chose this paint job, which still looks good, don't get me wrong, but this is better. Overall score is a gold star. This thing is amazing. I really like it. Am I gonna tell you should run out and buy blind boxes to find this guy? That is entirely on you. I'm not, of course, not gonna tell you that you should be spending your money on blind boxes because I don't advocate gambling like that, but this thing is pretty cool. I just got lucky and got all four purchases. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is membership thinking time because you guys are supporting me the hardest. Vampy Ving, Genovaldo Alves, Roman Van, Stop Motion and Stuff, Mr. Metal, and Incurcio, and Jacob Armadillo. You guys are awesome, all 7 of yous. And if you want to become a member yourself, all you gotta do is check the top line in the description. What you get: custom emojis, custom badges, early access to videos, and exclusive posts, as well as a verbal shout out per video until we reach 20 members. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this guy. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.